My fellow citizens, welcome to January 6th, 2025, the year of the new administration coming in, and everything went smoothly. I know we were all on our edge of our seats just waiting to see what was going to happen, if anything was going to happen, and thankfully, nothing did. Except that Donald Trump was certified. And that's what was supposed to happen. So, not giving anybody kudos, but that's just what was supposed. They did what they were supposed to do. The House, the Senate, the executive office. God knows what the Supreme Court's doing, but that's a whole different discussion for another day. Anyway, I'm just so glad that my home, D.C., which is my home, my mother was grew up there, and my parents were in the military, and we were traveling all over the place. And every time we had to change stations, we made sure we stayed at least a month in DC, because we were normally coming back from out of the country. But because of that, I got to spend a lot of time at the Capitol, at the White House area, Pennsylvania Avenue, because my grandfather's home, my mother's home, her childhood home, was on East Capitol Street. The street before that was Massachusetts, and they had a home on that street as well. So we would go between the two, and all roads lead to Pennsylvania Avenue, and it was a good time to be able to look and see, like real time, the politics play out of the Capitol, the things that were going on in the Capitol, and didn't take that for granted. So when I was an adult, I moved back there and raised my kids, and that was part of the landscape. So when January 6th happened, it was just despicable. And I'm glad it didn't have to happen again. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I mean, the man didn't want to leave office before. I don't think he's going to leave office this time. But that's just my thoughts. We'll get to that another time. I just don't see it happening, easily happening. And I think that there's some things that's going to go on in the middle, that we need to pay attention to everything, because those of us that are not part of the 500 people that sit on 80% of the wealth here in the United States, we are getting the shaft all day, every day. It's on purpose. The less opportunities we have, the less chances for us to regulate our own lives and be in charge of what's happening in our world, the more we're sheep. And I don't look good in a lot of wool like that. It's just not flattering. So I'm saying I want to be fluffy like a sheep, but I don't want to be docile like a sheep either. I can do better, and I know that my fellow citizens can too. Again, as I'll have to continue to say on every soliloquy I will post, we don't have to agree, but we have to listen to each other. And one of the things that is so important for us to do is to not let someone else tell us what we should be concerned about. Every time I hear them talk, those rich people over there talking about things that just really don't matter, but they want to keep it in our heads, so make it so that it matters, and I'm just saying no. I don't care if it's Democrat, Republican, Independent, Green Party, whatever party it is. I don't have an issue with their party. Just the issues I have are about not making us continue to infight. And if I elect you to office, I don't want to hear what someone who's unelected telling you to do, and that's what you have to follow, and you can't do anything about it. I don't want to hear that. So whether you're a Democrat, Republican, like I said, whatever party, it doesn't matter. Do what's right by your fellow people. Because if one goes down, we are united. It's called the United States of America. I know, I'm not trying to pretend. I understand that. But we are united as a people by what we do to prove every day with our behavior that we can be better than what others try to make us out to be. And I don't like being laughed at on the world stage. So come on, guys, we can do this. We are intelligent people. We can make this happen. We can work together. Stop listening to the bullshit and check yourself. Check in with you to see what is it that I can do every day so that I'm not tearing someone else down. And sometimes just doing nothing, not talking, giving it a minute, let somebody else speak, that's enough. All right, guys, I don't mean to be long. I just really wanted to say happy January 6th. We can appreciate that again. And I want all of us to take care of each other because we are in this together. There's enough room for all of us. There really is. I don't have to tell you where your room is, and you don't have to tell me where mine is, but there is enough room. Okay, my fellow citizens, thank you for joining me on my soliloquy number 3.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life.